The Battle of Qingshanli was fought over 6 days in October 1920 between the Imperial Japanese Army and Korean armed groups in a densely wooded region of eastern Manchuria called Qīngshānlī. It occurred during the campaign of the Japanese Army in Jammu, during the Japanese rule of Korea. Background: after the March 1 movement of 1919 by Koreans calling for liberation from Japanese occupation, some Korean activists formed an independence army. The Japanese government asked China to subdue them but got no substantive result. On October 2, 1920, independence forces raided Hunchun and killed 13 Japanese, including the commissioner of the consulate police. In response, Japan decided to send troops to eastern Manchuria. Japan immediately held talks with China, and on October 16 received permission for military action in eastern Jilin from the governor of Jilin. Status of the battles: the Japanese forces who joined the expedition were the 28th Brigade of the 19th Division, which was on its way back to Japan, and 2 units from the 11th and 13th Divisions who had been sent to Vladivostok. Among them, only the 19th Division of the Army launched an actual military operation, and the rest contained a lockdown and a demonstration. The 19th Division was deployed to Hunchun, Wangqing and Yanji Helong. The Isabayashi and Kimura detachments engaged in no major combat. From October 21 to 23, the Northern Military Administration Office Army led by Kim Jwa Jin lured some of Japanese soldiers and attacked them in Baiyunping, Kwanshuiping and Wonlugu. Although the Korean force was small and used guerrilla warfare, they were victorious. The Japanese force, who were defeated by the Korean Independent Army, appealed for help to the Azuma detachment. They were rushed in for the relief of the remnants to fight against the Korean Independence Army. The Azuma detachment engaged in combat with the Korean Independence Army on October 23. The Northern Military Administration Office Army United Korea Independent Army led by Hong Beom-do in the struggle against Japanese force. The Korean troops had the Japanese Azuma detachment at a disadvantage, and the two forces fought the final battle in the Yulang town. The Korean army claimed to have killed 1,200 Japanese soldiers, and wounded thousands of others on October 26. As a result, the Japanese retreated from the area of operation. Controversies: Hunchun massacre. South Korea views the Hunchun incident as a deception by Japan, who they believe used it as an excuse to dispatch troops. According to Korean sources, the Japanese army bribed a bandit leader named Chang Chiang-hao and made him attack Hunchun. The Japanese victims were incidentally attacked by bandits who were enticed to the raid by Chang Chiang-hao and were not under his control. Casualties of the Japanese army. Japanese sources claim 11 dead and 24 wounded, and no officer casualties. These numbers are repeated by the list of the dead of the Yasukuni Shrine. Japanese investigation of weapons of the 19th Division after the expedition claims that the Japanese army consumed little. The only Japanese soldier Korean sources name was Regimental Commander Kano. The bloody history of the Korean independence movement states that a secret paper by a Japanese consul reported Regimental Commander Kano's death. Although Japan has not revealed such a report so far, Japan claims the only man corresponding to Regimental Commander Kano was Colonel Nobuteru Kano, who served as commander of the 27th Regiment, and that his name cannot be found in the casualty list, but is said to have led the regiment until 1922. Moreover, 2 months after the Battle of Qingshanli, the regiment commanded by Colonel Kano captured 1 Korean. This event is recorded in a secret telegraph from the Japanese consulate in Qīngshānlī on November 13, 1920. On the contrary, South Koreans refer to this battle as the Great Victory at Cheongsanri, and consider it a victory of the Independence Army.